Hello and welcomes everyone, AnthWolf here with a Let's Talk video for July 2015. If you're unfamiliar with my Let's Talk videos, basically I'm going to sit down for 5-10 minutes or so and basically talk to you all about what's been happening on my channel, what may be happening in the future, and basically hopefully get some feedback from you all about how things are going, what you think, and what I may end up doing in the future. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, feel free to stick around, and if not, feel free to go back to doing whatever else you were doing. I'm probably going to release this on Sunday the 12th of July, because I'm recording it right now on Saturday evening. And yeah, we'll just see how things go. I don't have anything else scheduled for release today, but obviously, you know, my Monday to Friday schedule's pretty fine-tuned right now, and we'll just see how things go. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Obviously, you've seen, usually over the weekends I have some smaller series to release. Like obviously we finished off the Crisis series, and I'm trying to think, the weekend before I released the 6 parts of Colat. I had recorded and finished off that game, and that was a survival horror set in the Ural Mountains, which was greatly narrated by Sean Bean. I really enjoyed that. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did, and it was my first experience foray into the Unreal 4 engine. So yeah, obviously my Monday to Friday schedule, you've seen I'm continuing the long LP of Pillars of Eternity. I think between you and me, that series is slowly drawing to a close right now. I've recorded up to part 107, which I think leaves me about 3 weeks in advance. Same way for Europa Universalis 4, I think I've just released part 14 or 15 of my Austria campaign as I speak to you now. And the Austria campaign goes on up until part 30 before I drew it to a close. So yeah, if over the next 3 weeks, over the back end of July going into August, I am well and truly ahead of myself, and it gives me time to look into what other series I want to put my time into and record for you all, basically for future content. It's a shame that obviously Pillars of Eternity is drawing to a close, and I've been considering what I want to go into next, and I've honestly been considering going into Star Wars The Old Republic once again. It has been, I don't know, 5 months at this point in time since I actually recorded any of my Star Wars campaign story arc with the protagonist, my Jedi Knight / Guardian, and we left him in a good point when we completed Act 1 of his main storyline, but in truth, and it's hard for me to say, and I don't know how many people are interested in that series, but when you've left a game for so long, especially when it's very story driven, it's very hard to get back into, and I'm having that problem with myself. It's the same with most games I play, to be honest, similar to Europa Universalis 4. If you leave the game for too long, they leave the campaign, you don't really want to go back to it. So I may just restart as another class. I've been considering going and joining creating a class on the side of the Sith Empire, considering a bounty hunter, because bounty hunters are quite fun. I remember the Act 1 storyline, I have played it before, and out of the four classes, the primary classes you can play there, the Sith Warrior and probably the Bounty Hunter are the two I personally enjoy, and the Sith Warrior might be it's too close to the Jedi Knight play style, that as much as you might like me playing with a lightsaber, you might want me to try something different. So that's why I've been considering doing the Bounty Hunter more than anything else right now. But yeah, in addition, I've been considering recording the Thief series. I recently picked up the 2014 release of Thief by, I think it's Square Enix and Eidos Montreal. Unfortunately, I recorded about 3 parts of that, and it seems that it's rife with copyright issues for the music, a third-party music company or distribution company called Believe Music holds a lot of rights to the FIFA 2014 soundtrack. And as much as I don't monetize my videos and therefore it doesn't really affect me greatly, I just don't like having the idea of the copyright sitting on my channel, so I kind of just deleted all 3 videos and I just gave it up basically. I might play it single player for the experience, but yeah, I might go back and do the original FIFs, because I've never actually played them before. I haven't played any of the FIFA games properly to experience the lore. So yeah, I might go back. Obviously I will take a graphical hit, because they were released maybe 1998, the original FIFA, I think so. Not 100%, but it sounds right in my head. But yeah, so I might go and do that. In addition, obviously looking back at maybe trying to do some more turn-based or real-time strategy games, I've been looking to redo a campaign in Civilization 5. I did reinstall it recently back on my new desktop, and looking at it, and I am still really inexperienced in the game. If you want to see someone who can mid-max it and knows all of the tricks of the trade, I suppose I can say, that's not myself, but I still enjoy it for what it is, and it is a fun turn-based strategy game. In addition, I also have obviously EU4. I've been considering doing a campaign as the Hansa and maybe trying to do something trade orientated. I'm not sure how that would work out. It's against a nation I haven't really played heavily to see how the game style develops later on, but I've gained more experience, especially in the Holy Roman Empire, to know how it might play, and yeah, we could see how things go. Something to definitely consider. In addition, I've also been speaking to Gallyfox, one of my close personal friends, asking him if he would still fancy doing a multiplayer series with me. And we're quite likely to do a Europa Universalis 4 campaign together, or maybe a Civilization 5 campaign. Obviously, we'll have to set some time away and set some ground rules for the games we're going to be playing, depending on how we do them. But hopefully they'll go ahead, but it depends. We have to make time for one another. Obviously we both have jobs that we need to do. We have to earn some money to keep our lifestyles as they are. And so obviously getting some time together each week is difficult, especially with our timetables, but I'll certainly consider that. And I think that's really about it for this video. Obviously feel free to mention any games that you might like to see on my channel, and of course, as always, I always say I'll consider them. I'm not sure if I'll actually record them, but there's always a chance, and you never know, they might be sitting actually in my list of games that I may be considering for the future. And I don't know what's coming out at this point in time. Oh, I just realised I got my mouse cursor just sitting on the screen. That's really annoying. Oh well. I say, this is Race the Sun. I sometimes play just to relax. But no, as a final note, almost a postscript I should say, I want to thank all my new subscribers. I think at this point in time I have 88 of you who for some reason like what I add to my channel. I imagine a fair bit of it may be Europa Universalis 4 related, and obviously I'd like to continue that, but I don't want to be playing that all the time on my channel. Obviously I want to take breaks now and again, so... But yeah, well no, thank you very much. I do have a series complete. If I ever get 100 subscribers, I'll be releasing that as a special thank you. I won't tell you what it is, but no, I suppose I'll end this here. Thank you very much, of course, AnthWolf here, and feel free to comment below as you so desire. And I'll probably speak to you again in a couple of weeks with what else is happening in the future. Till then, no. Bye bye now.